Hi, this is Arthur, and this is a summary of the story of the Exquisite Night event in Genshin Impact version 3.4. The Traveler and Paimon return to Liyue for the Lantern Rite Festival. They bump into Zhongli and are asked to get some bamboo shoots. As they are looking around, they see someone fall into the water and someone trying to help them. They rescue the man and introduce themselves to Yao Yao and Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine. Dvorak is the main organizer of the Iridescence Tour. He's traveling around Tevat to promote his music. Dvorak is also traveling to investigate a story from his ancestors. Long ago, one of his ancestors was drowning when he heard a beautiful melody. When he later awoke, he found himself on land and nearby a woman with a divine aura. The woman left and Dvorak's ancestor became a musician, singing that story far and wide. Dvorak got a hint after praying to the Anemo Archon in Mondstadt that the lady was from Liyue, so here he is. They all decide to head to Liyue Harbor and ask Ganyu about it. On the way over, they bump into Xinyan and agree to try to pitch a music festival to Ganyu. They meet Ganyu and pitch the music festival. Ganyu agrees to pitch the ideas to her superiors. Keqing later shows up and the proposal is approved. Ganyu also chimes in and suggests that the lady from the legend is possibly an Adepti. As they head over to inspect the music festival site, Keqing receives a report that a strange melody was playing near the coast. The Traveler and Paimon go investigate. When they get there, they bump into Yelan, who is also investigating. Yelan tells them a story about how bandits used to raid this village, and before each raid they would play a melody, scaring the villagers away. Yelan suspects that someone knows that melody and is playing it again to scare away villagers and steal from their empty homes. They follow some tracks and find a treasure hoarder named Fujing. After beating him up, Fujing confesses to the crime and Yelan arrests him. The Traveler returns to Liyue Harbor and reports on Fujing's arrest. They then meet up with Ganyu and head over to Cloud Retainer's home. Unfortunately, Cloud Retainer is not there, so the gang decides to try to pretend they are drowning in order to draw out Cloud Retainer. Unfortunately again, Shenhe and Xiao show up and rescue the Traveler instead. Xiao soon leaves and Cloud Retainer soon returns. Cloud Retainer says that she knows the Adeptus they are looking for. Cloud Retainer then tells the story of Guizhong, also known as Hagentus, the god of dust. Guizhong was close friends with Streetward Rambler, another Adepti also known as Madame Ping. Guizhong and Streetward Rambler were close friends. During the Archon War, Guizhong was killed. Streetward Rambler then took the form of Madame Ping and left to live with the humans. Along with her, she took a bell created by Guizhong, capable of performing music. After Guizhong's death, Streetward Rambler would often play the melody that Guizhong composed into the bell by herself. Cloud Retainer suspects that it was during one of these performances that Streetward Rambler saved Dvorak's ancestor. They all then head back to Liyue Harbor to speak with Madame Ping. Madame Ping actually remembers saving Dvorak's ancestor. The Traveler then heads over to Dvorak to tell him the news. Dvorak is nervous that Madame Ping will be listening to his performance, so he goes off to rehearse. They then head over to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and find Hu Tao, Xingyang, and Yu Jin rehearsing for their portion of the music festival. Hu Tao invites them to a banquet and tells them to go tell Zhongli, who went to Mount Hu Lao, so they head over. There they find Zhongli with the Adepti Moon Carver and Mountain Shaper. They give Zhongli the bamboo shoots they found earlier and cook them and eat together. The Traveler then heads back to the city and watches the music festival where Hu Tao raps. Afterwards they head to the restaurant and have dinner with Hu Tao, Zhongli, Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Changyun. Xiao later joins and so does Venti. The group enjoys hanging out together. And that is the end of this quest in this video. If you've liked what you've seen here, please like, comment, and subscribe.